Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball on the show next. Adbert Alzolay is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
So here's Brandon Nimmo, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He's got it.
First pitch, 120.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Row, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Our temperature, hot but not overly hot, 87 degrees here at first pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. This is on the ground over to first, and that is through into right field for a single.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 6.
Here's Starling Marte, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base, too.
To second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. So a runner at first with 1 man gone. That'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Drilled down the line. Marte leads off first with 1 away. Fouled away. And this is foul tipped at the plate directly off the arm of the home plate umpire. And folks, there's no padding up there. That's going to hurt. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes in with an average of 265, 31 homers, and 102 RBIs. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. A dive, but he's back. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Mets leave 1. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Max Scherzer, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy here is one of the top strikeout pitchers in all of baseball. Over 200 strikeouts on the season, and this day and age where we don't see pitchers go that deep into games and pitch well over 200 innings, that's saying something. If this guy is on, it could be lights out and lots of Ks.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. With just a few games left to play, he comes into this one with a sizable lead in the home run standings.
And the way he's swinging the bat, I don't think anyone catches him. It's got to be a nice feeling stepping to the plate knowing you're going to end up a home run champ.
These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Stepping up to the plate, Suzuki. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. First pitch of the at-bat. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Three and 0 now.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Oh, at the green light there, but it's 3 balls and a strike now.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Offered it a low one there, but came up empty.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Nobody out, runner on first. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's...
And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting 4.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw it where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Cody Bellinger comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Scherzer has thrown north of 2,800 big league innings for his career, and through those innings he's tallied greater than 3,300 strikeouts, similar numbers to greats like Phil Niekro and Greg Maddux. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Hask battles with Scherzer. He's just 1 for 13. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. The 2-0 on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Here it is, the 3-0. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
From the stretch, Dansby Swanson is at the plate and he checks his swing for ball 1. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Two 2-0 the count to Dansby Swanson.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Has a look, now the pitch. There's a strike, it's 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Fouled off. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. The relay throw, and now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the 2nd out. Big mistake there.
The third baseman, number 5.
At the plate, Christopher Morrow. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The 1-0 home.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Men on third with two down. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. The Cubs into the box, Jeff McNeil, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
This is exactly what you want to do when you've gone down by 2 runs. Answer the bell. So he leads off the next inning and gets them going with a double. Now if they can scratch a run or two across this inning, they'll be right back in this one.
Comes into this one at 271. 14 homers and 43 RBIs. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
He's set, and the pitch. Danny Mendick is at the plate as he watches ball one.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Now the 1-0. Late square, and this is popped up. Alzolay is there, and he has it for the out.
Batting it, the third baseman, Brett.
Next for the Mets, Brett Beatty, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch is popped up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They're down 2-0. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First offering on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0 home is a fastball down below the knees.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Yeah, 3 straight balls to start the inning, and it's clear to me he just hasn't found his rhythm out there yet.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. The 3-1.
82. Count full.
Smoke toward third. Fielded cleanly, and there's one away.
Batting it.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
So now to the plate, Nick Madrigal. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. The average coming in, 257. 5 homers, 13 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1.
Inside ball.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carrying. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
The 1-1 home.
Ball 2.
Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat, 3-1.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2.
3-2.
The 3-2 pitch. Now a changeup just off the plate as that misses for ball 4.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Coming to the plate now, Adbert Alzolay. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. He's set. Here it comes. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. And he is in there.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
So in now for Chicago, Ian Happ. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's the ball. Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
On a line to shortstop. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Max Scherzer. 9-1-2 due up. Weak grounder down the line at third. This is foul for the first strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Windup and the 0-2 pitch, and a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So with 1 gone, time for our look at the current standings. As you can see, these guys really have a comfortable lead in the division race to this point in the season. So 1 man gone for the Mets in the third. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball 1. Now the 1-0. 1-1 the count now. Now the pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. And the pitch. The 0-1 pitch.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The right fielder.
Bottom of the inning
Number
now,
27.
and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Suzuki. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope. Outside.
The 1-0. Line to the right side, but a foul ball.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Aye.
2-2.
2-2 the count.
Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Digging in to try it again, Matt Merker. He reached on a single in his first try. Changeup called strike one.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Changeup up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Merker is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Cody Bellinger will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Fouled away. And that misses 2-2. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. And the pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Popped up. Swanson has a play. 1 away.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman.
So stepping in, Pete Alonso. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Pitch on the way. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Hit hard up the middle. Swanson picks it up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now back, number 1.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Here's the first pitch to him. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Some success with 2 away, and the top of the 4th is still alive. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Omar Narvaez is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now the 1-0.
One ball, one strike.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A ball and a strike.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed, because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1 is in there for the 2nd strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the 1st out. Digging in, Christopher Moore comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2 on that last pitch on 2-2. wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Now batting, catcher.
Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Ball.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. Off speed pitch, just missed inside. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Now to the plate, Nick Madrigal. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
Madrigal.
Scherzer looks in. Here's his offering.
Ball, that's out.
Madrigal, just 24 years of age. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. 3 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. What a play. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. We played 4. It's 3-0 Chicago. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off for the Mets.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The second baseman, Danny Mendes.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Danny Mendick is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he won't take any chances on that one, as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. Swing and a liner. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
At the plate now, Brett Beatty, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
He got ahead with two good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
The 2-2 one more time. Down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Full count still.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Another full count pitch home. Fouled off. He'll try it again, 3-2. And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball four. Mark Hanna will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Mets, number 19, Mark Hanna.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Looking at his career totals, Hanna has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Ready with the 0-1.
Count 1-1.
Runners on first with one down. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at two. One there, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out.
The right fielder, number 9.
Into the box now, Brandon Nimmo. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Happ will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Mets leave one. They trail it here 3-0. Number 93 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 93.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Adbert Alzolay.
The pitcher.
Here comes the first pitch.
Alzolay.
Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Now the pitch.
Outside, ball 2.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Guaranteed take sign right here. It would be an absolute gift for this offense to get this pitcher on base via the walk.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. And that can't find the zone either. It's ball 4, and on just 5 pitches, he's walked the pitcher leading off the inning.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
Stepping into the box, Ian Happ. He was a double play victim last time around. First pitch coming. Here it is. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Happ, a 27-year-old. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Now the 2-0.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
Line toward the gap in left center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
The batter, number 27.
Digging in, Suzuki. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Down the third baseline. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
So frustrating, D-Row. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Standing in now, Matt Merker, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A 1 pitch on its way.
1-1.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
The 2-1. Bases loaded here, nobody out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Cody Bellinger waits on deck. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. So the bases are loaded here with 1 man gone, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Bellinger hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with the batting average on the season, but he's found a way to get on base north of 350, working walks with an unbelievable eye at the dish.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Here's the 3-1. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Bases are loaded here with one away. And that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. First pitch on its way. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. 2-1 to count. Bases are loaded here, one man out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit in the air to right field. Nimmo in pursuit. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. The throw is wild, and he gets away. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Into the box now, Christopher Morrow. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. In now, Starling Marte. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes Bellinger, but he can't get there. That's down for a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the center fielder at the track and gone into the right field bleachers.
That was a mistake with location, and he drove it out of here. I can't overstate how important this home run is, folks. It's not just the 2 runs. It's what he does to the guys in the dugout. 5-0 seems pretty desperate, but 5-2 is doable. That changed the whole feel of this game.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A ball and a strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
1-2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
So here's Jeff McNeil. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And he falls behind 0-2. Still only 1 out in the inning. Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. Morrow is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
The catcher, number 2, Omar Narvaez.
So digging in now, Omar Narvaez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Bellinger will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Cubs 5 and the Mets 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and now it'll be the catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Tucker Barnhart.
Pitch on the way. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. Hit sharply on the ground. Right to him. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Nick Madrigal.
So coming to the plate, Nick Madrigal. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, Adbert Alzolay.
Now at the plate, Adbert Alzolay. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Jared Young will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Jared Young.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. slow roller down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're still out in front 5-2. Michael Fulmer is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 32, Michael Fulmer.
New inning set to get underway, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Danny Mendick. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Fulmer has logged upwards of 900 innings on the mound so far and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. Just missing here, 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Digging in once again, Brett Beatty. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Lifted in the air to center. Bellinger's under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batter, number 93.
Luis Guillorme will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13, Luis Guillorme.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. He pulls this one into right. Suzuki is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets, and the deficit remains 5-2. Number 25 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 25.
Last half of the 7th here, and set to go as the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. First pitch coming, here it is. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now here it comes.
That's ball 3.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Cubs right now, they're looking for base runners. Hey, they'd love to get a leadoff walk.
The 3-1. Shoots this one over to first. Reined in. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready for another shot now, Suzuki. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This is foul right side. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Hard on the ground towards short. Throw in time at first for route number 2. Now at the plate, Matt Merker. First offering on its way. 2 out, nobody on. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
And a curveball drops in on 2-1. 2-2 now.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
The center fielder, number 24, Cody.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Bellinger is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. Two out with the man at first. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1.
Nope.
High chopper over to first. He's got it, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1, and it remains 5-2. Keenan Thompson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 71, Keenan Thompson. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. to right fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmer.
The pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Striding in once again, Starling Marte. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Here's the first pitch to him. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike one.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Breaking ball called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail 5-2. Dominic Leone will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Dominic Leone.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Pitch on the way. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. The next Cub up, Christopher Morrow. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
The 1-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Striding into the box, Tucker Barnhart. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 pitch. Runner at second here with 1 man out. A 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1-2.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Second baseman.
Digging in now, Nick Madrigal. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone. Mike Tuchman will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 40, Mike Tuchman.
Grounded back up the middle. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Estrada comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one. And here comes the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
No balls and a strike to count. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Estrada has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
The batter, number 1.
Now batting, Jeff McNeil. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
In there, 1-1. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Around first, digging for 2. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
In now, Omar Narvaez. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Morrow is under it. 2 gone.
Up next for the Mets, the second baseman, Danny.
Stepping in, Danny Mendick. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Here comes the first pitch. Slider finds the zone for a strike.
0-1.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. The throw home. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big two-out base hit to drive in.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Swanson shading to his right, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, he does surrender one run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win, and he was.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Cubbies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Alzolay records the victory, his 13th of the year. Max Scherzer was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Estrada hammers down the save, his 17th on the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Mets, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.